Good morning, students of standard 6. Welcome in day 17. Okay, as you know that in day 16 I have started to solve your exercise question. Today I will continue to solve exercise question. See question number 6. While measuring the length of a knitting needle, the reading of the scale at one end is 3.0 centimeter, that means 3 centimeter, and 33.1 centimeter at the other end. What is the length of the needle? Okay, I have taught you that when you will start with 3, then the actual measurement is final reading minus initial reading. Okay, so length of the needle is equal to final reading minus initial reading. Okay, final reading is 33.1 centimeter, whereas initial reading is 3 centimeter. That means 33.1 centimeter minus 3 centimeter. Then answer will be 30.1 centimeter. So we can say that length of the needle is 30.1 centimeter. Now let us see question number 7. See question number 7. Height of a person is 1.75 meter. Express his height in centimeter and millimeter. Okay, 1.75 meter is equal to 1.75 into 100 centimeter, because in 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So you will multiply with 100. Okay, now remove the decimal and you will put 1 to 100, 2 digit, 100 cancel out, then answer is 175 centimeter. Okay, now 1.75 meter you will convert in centimeter, then after millimeter. 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter, then you will put here 10. Okay, so answer is 1750 centimeter. Now question number 8. Why is motion always relative to a reference point? Motion always relative to a reference point because motion and rest are relative to each other. Okay, now let us see question number 9. See question number 9. Arrange the following in increasing order of the magnitude. Okay, 1 A 1 meter, B 1 centimeter, C 1 decimeter, and D 1 millimeter. You know millimeter is the smallest unit, so you will first write option D 1 millimeter, then B 1 centimeter, then 1 decimeter, then 1 meter. This is the increasing order of the given magnitude. Okay, now let us see question number 10. Define rectilinear motion, circular motion, or periodic motion. Okay, so first of all see rectilinear motion. The motion in which the objects move in a straight line is called rectilinear motion. Okay, now let us see about periodic motion. See question number 10. B. Define periodic motion. Okay, the motion which repeat themselves at a regular interval of time are called periodic motion. Okay, now question number C of 10. Circular motion. The motion in which objects move in a circular path are called circular motion. Okay, now let us see question number 11. See question number 11. What is the difference between periodic and non-periodic motion? Give an example. Okay, so let us see periodic motion. The motion which repeat themselves at a regular interval of time are called periodic motion. Give one example. That means the example is motion of the pendulum is an example of periodic motion. Okay, now non-periodic motion, just reverse of the periodic motion. The motion which do not repeat themselves at a regular interval of time are called non-periodic motion, as for example heartbeats. Okay, now let us see question number 12. Now see question number 12. Why are hand span and cubit not used as a standard unit? I have taught you about hand span and cubit are varied from person to person, so we can say that these are not give the actual measurement of any materials. So these are not used as a standard unit. So let us see, hand span and cubit are not used as a standard unit because they are not give the actual measurement of any materials. Okay, now question number 13. Convert 142 centimeter is equal to 1420 millimeter. 5.4 kilometer is equal to 5400 meter. 7.5 meter is equal to 750 centimeter. Okay, now let us see question number 14. See question number 14. name the suitable measuring device you would choose to measure. Okay. First one is the size of your chest. You have known about how will you measure your chest with the help of inch tape. Okay. Measuring device is inch tape. Number B, the length of a piece of a cloth. You have seen that tailor is used to inch tape to measure their cloth. Okay. So measuring device is inch tape. Question number C, the length of a line segment, a scale simply. The width of a tree, I have told you that a string or thread. Okay, the students, these 14 questions come from short type of question answer. Now it's time for long question answer. Okay, so let us see long question answer F. The students, see question number F, long question type answer. Question number 1, write the procedure and precaution for taking measurements of the length of an object. Okay, answer is the procedure and precaution for taking measurements of the length of an object are: point 1, place the ruler along the edge of the object whose length is to be measured. The zero mark of the ruler should be placed at one end of the object and note the reading at the other end of the object. Okay, this gives the measure of the length of the object from zero mark till the end. Okay, now see point 2. See point 2. When nothing down the reading from a ruler, we should look at the ruler with the eyes directly above the reading and not in an oblique way. Otherwise, we will not be able to note the reading accurately. Okay, so these 2 points are the procedure and precaution for taking measurement of the length of any object. Okay, now see question number 2. See question number 2. While measuring the length of a matchbox, the reading at one end is 1 centimeter and at the other end is 4.3 centimeter. Then what is the actual length of the matchbox? Explain. Okay, I have told you in short answer question, the actual reading of anything, here matchbox, is equal to final reading minus initial reading. Final reading is 4.3 centimeter, initial reading is 1 centimeter. That means you will subtract 1 centimeter from 4.3 centimeter and the answer is 3.3 centimeter. Okay, now this is term explain. Here zero error is 1 centimeter. That means it is not started from 0, it is started from 1. So zero error is 1 centimeter. That means it is not started from 0. Then we subtract 1 centimeter from the final reading. Okay, now let us see question number 3. See question number 3. Describe how would you measure the length of a curved line using a thread. Okay, as you know that in video 39 I have discussed about how to measure a curved line. Okay, so you will watch video number 39 and then copy it from video number 39. Okay, now let us see question number 4. Define with examples. First one is motion. Any object is said to be in motion when it changes its position with respect to time, with respect to surroundings. Okay, as for example, running bus on the road, rolling ball. Okay, these are the example of motion. Now second definition is rectilinear motion, third is circular motion, and fourth one is periodic motion. Students, I have already discussed in short answer question and already defined in short answer question of this topic. Okay, so you will copy from short answer question. Okay, students, today I have solved all long questions, okay, of chapter 10. In day 46 I will solve multiple choice question, objective questions of chapter 11, light, shadow and reflection. Thanks to all of you to listen me. Have a nice day.